guys, and welcome back. So today I'll be teaching you how to put on your lashes. So the lashes that I use in this video are from Even New York in the style York. I'll also be using Sassi Eyelash Glue, but if you are a beginner, I do recommend using the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive Glue. It's a little bit easier to use, but I prefer Sassi's. You also need a pair of tweezers. I got these from TJ Maxx, a mirror, and it's completely optional, but black liquid liner. So the first thing that I like to do is I like to take my e.l.f. liner and I'll just create like a little line along my lash line. It doesn't have to be too big, it doesn't have to be too small, just light, gentle strokes until you create the line that you want. And I'll normally do this before I put my lashes on to kind of create like a little guideline or even like a little barrier, because sometimes I do mess up. I'm not perfect. And so the liner just kind of acts as like a little guide for me when I put my lashes on. So once I do that, I check for any imperfections, I fix it up, and I do the same to the other eye. Alright, so this is what it should look like after you've applied it to both eyes. Alright, so we have finally reached the point in which we are going to start putting on our lashes. So the first thing that I like to do is I like to take my lashes out of the lash tray with a pair of tweezers. I'll then take my lash glue, in this instance Sassi's, and I'll just put a little dollop on the back of my hand. It doesn't have to be a lot, it doesn't have to be a little, but just enough so that you can coat your lash band so that'll stick to your eyelashes. So the next thing that you'll do is you'll take that lash and you'll just run it through the glue that you placed on the back of your hand. Me personally, I like to do this around 2 to 3 times just to ensure that I have enough glue on my lash. Now this method is preferably my go-to method. You don't have to do it this way. I do understand it's a little bit messy, but I do like doing my lashes this way. And once you've done that, you just want to check and make sure that you have enough glue on your lash band so that it will stick to your eyelid. So if you do want a less messier option, you can use the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive and use the applicator brush that it comes with and just apply the glue to your lash band as so with the applicator. You want to do this maybe about 2 to 3 times just to ensure that you have enough glue on your lash band so that you can assure that it will stick to your lash line properly so you won't have any flyaways or any trouble when applying your lashes. Alright, so it's time for us to start drying the lashes. So what I like to do is just to lightly blow on them, or I'll hold them in between my tweezers and shake them. Okay, I dropped them. Maybe not shake them, but lightly blow on them so that the glue can start to dry. You should maybe do this for maybe 10-15 seconds just to ensure that the glue can dry and it can become tacky so it will stick to your lash line. Alright, so it's now time for us to apply the lashes. Get your head in the game. I know that you can do it, so let's go. So what I like to do is I like to take the middle of the lash and apply it to the middle part of my lash line like so. So once I've done that, I'll take the outer corner of the lash and apply it to the outer corner of my eye, being careful not to get my eyelashes mixed up with the glue. And then I'll do the same for the inner corner of my eye just to ensure that the entire lash is attached to my lash line. And once I do that, I'll just go through with the tweezers again and check, being careful not to poke myself in the eye. Please do not poke yourself in the eye. Just for some extra reassurance, I will take my fingers and do the same thing that I did with the tweezers just to make sure that the lash is properly stuck to my lash line. Alright, just to ensure that y'all got this down pat, I wanted to do it from a different angle. So as you can see, I started in the middle of my lash line like I did previously, but this time I did go with the inner corner rather than the outer corner first. Honestly, it doesn't matter. You can do the inner or the outer, whichever one is more comfortable for you. But just make sure you don't get those lashes mixed up between the two. That's why you see me kind of going over my lashes and making sure that it is on my lash line. So once I do that, I like to go through and do a little maintenance, make sure that it is stuck to my lash line and not stuck to my eyelashes. And then I'll look at myself based on and make sure they're as even as possible. I'm not perfect. I don't expect you guys to be perfect. Just make sure they're, as even as they can be. Sometimes they won't be perfect, but as long as you feel good and you feel like you look good, that's really all that matters. Period. So this is the key to making sure that your lashes stay put. So what I like to do is I like to gather my lashes and the false lashes within my eyelash curler, and I just curl them. Hold it for 5 seconds, then I release. Hold it for another 5 seconds, then I release. And I make sure that I do this to both the left and the right eye. Okay, last but not least, we need to add the mascara to our lashes. It adds, that certain je ne sais quoi that's just gonna set us apart from everybody else because y'all watched my tutorial and not their tutorial. So all you're gonna do is just apply that mascara to your bottom lashes, to your top lashes, just making sure that it's all evenly coated and making them look even more natural and even more cute than they already did before. So there we have it. Hopefully my tutorial helped you. If it did, most definitely send me pics on Instagram. But follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye!